Hi flames, welcome to 2026. I just want to say Happy New Year. First of all, I hope that you have brought in the new year ready to stand on some serious business because this year is truly magnetic. So we are going to be doing a 2026 pick a card. But I'll be honest, I don't really just want to do like a regular what's coming in for you. I want to look at your power, your sexual power, and how to really utilize this energy to seriously walk into bigger, better rooms, to attract everything you desire, to literally be the magnet that is ready to receive it all. Before I begin as well, I do just want to mention, if you do want to truly quantum leap into the best 2026 of your life, if you seriously want to walk into some power, I did just create my Phoenix Chambers here, which is an amazing community that I'm building. Only those who are truly meant to be in that energy will walk with me to seriously walk and claim their own energy and power. But I will leave a link in the description if you are ready. It is the ultimate fast track, the ultimate portal and chamber to be able to rise quickly. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure you check the description. So we're going to do pole 1, pole 2 is the Incubus Tarot, and then the pole 3 is the Horror Tarot. Okay, pole 1, I'm not going to lie, your energy is already spilling out, which tells me that you are ready. You're ready to hear something here. You're ready to move into some serious frequency. So let's go ahead and take a look. What is your 2026? So honestly, the first thing I feel is you've just undergone a lot of shedding. You've just had to let go. Maybe there is still something that you are shedding through, but 2026 is asking you to move mindsets. I'm hearing you are moving from shedding to alchemy. You are moving from having to always release to having to move now. There is like a big switch up happening around your energy and power. And I feel like the best way you're going to do this is to move and not let anything stop you from moving forwards. Okay, what is pole 1's main energy here for 2026? Walking in their power. What did I say? The 5 of Cups. Shedding. Literally, you are shedding. You are letting go of what no longer serves you. You are walking away from all that has like kept you left behind, feeling like you're not good enough. You're quite literally walking out of the shadows and you're walking into your own energy. So this could even be you being ready now to truly put your energy to the test. Because with this 5 of Cups, this is giving me someone that always looks within, someone that always does the work, always heals, always magnetizes, always moves. But you are so ingrained in this frequency of, I have to be in the shadows, I have to be secretive, I have to honor privacy. And I'm not saying that's not a bad thing, because, you know, privacy is protection. But you're being asked like, okay, it's time to remove the hood a little bit now. It's time to get rid of that hood. It's time to wake up. It's time to see your own frequency here being unlocked. And maybe there is a bit of timidness around starting. And listen, whenever you start something, the energy is not always 100%. It's always going to be like a trial and error. It's always going to be like it messes up in the beginning. But when you get something down, when you start moving, right? When you turn that ignition, you turn the literal key, you turn the literal key and you get driving, everything starts to feel smoother. It's not so rough. Your car sickness is not so, you know, in your face. It's like things settle, your stomach can settle, right? But it's like all about you being able to move from this old energy now. Are you willing to step out the box? Are you willing to kind of see like what you have now to create? Because a lot of your energy has been about trauma. It's been about having to shed, to alchemize, having to always pick up the pieces, having to heal, having to kind of see, okay, how can I get through this? It's been survival. You're exiting survival from this very moment, okay? So I want you to say, I'm done with survival. I'm done with pouring my energy into anyone else's frequency. You are going off alone. You're exiting something, a group, a dynamic, a system. You are being asked to walk alone, but it's not walk alone and never meet anyone again. It's walk alone and quite literally find your own energy. Find how you move. Find the right people for you, right? I'm hearing someone is like ready or needs that push to leave something. A job, a group, a foundation, a community that just no longer serves you. It's time to exit the old energy, the old system, the old doorway, so you can bring in something new. I didn't even have to shuffle, right? Because that is how ready you are for something. 2026, how can you harness your power here? Oh, right. You are quite literally going to get everything that you want. 2026, you are getting everything that you want. And my reaction then is exactly how you're going to be feeling. You're going to be like, huh? Like, there is no way. There is no way. Now, the first thing I'm hearing is spring. Spring to that summer energy is going to quantum leap you into spaces, into communities that truly ignite you. Let me tell you. Because right now I'm getting like sticks and stones. I'll tell you what the energy is right now, okay? The Magician. Let me tell you something right now. You're in this energy where you've been trying for a long time. You've been in the shadows. You're ready to exit them. You're moving through the doorway. Some of you have already moved through the doorway. If you haven't, my Phoenix Chambers is waiting for you, okay? Link in the description. It will help you move into the right doorway. However, I feel like there is this almost sadness, this wallowness, this aloneness, this kind of quiet grief. It's not grief where, oh my God, I'm in it, I'm processing it. It's more, I have to make do with sticks and stones. I have to kind of light everyone else's fires still to be able to move forwards. Or I have to settle right now. There is this energy of, I have to settle to get what I want. And your energy is quite literally saying, I don't want to settle. So there is this almost energy of like having to move away from this group, this dynamic, this way of doing things, right? Competition, having to compete in life, having to like fight for your spot, fight to be seen, fight to be heard. And it's kind of like you're almost looking at the shadows and you're like, I kind of wish I stayed there. I kind of wish I just stayed in the old energy, because maybe things would have at least had me in my power. You're learning to navigate your power when it comes to people in 2026. You're learning to walk for yourself and hold your own power right now, so you can meet the right people. So when you do ignite, you have the right energies around you. Right now, your whole life has been not being able to hold or facilitate people well as having your own power. You're usually stripped, used, okay, abused, trauma filled, or it's like in order to ignite, you have to have someone else like set the system up in a way, in some small way, right? But it's like you're the one who created this whole system, not of trauma, but of let's ignite. And there is like this almost quiet energy in your throat that is like, I'm not going to speak this, I'm not going to say this, but I just feel like the bare minimum. And it's like no matter like how much you're trying to move forward, you feel like the bare minimum, the beginning of 2026. But spring is going to catapult you quite literally into bigger energies. You see the symbolism here? It's like you are being catapulted from this energy. It's like you're trying to ignite something that just isn't meant to be ignited. But that doesn't mean you failed. It just means wrong person, wrong people, wrong group. And there is going to be like a slingshot effect towards spring. Like I feel the opening of spring, you're going to do something, you're going to make a decision, you are going to finally see your new cup, right? And it's literally going to give you everything that you want. You are going to meet people. Some of you, if you have been alone, pile one, okay? If you have been alone for a very long time, you are meeting a partnership that meets you. And if it's not a partnership with another person, sorry, it's a partnership with yourself. But even then, like, I don't even think this is just a partnership with self. This is co-creation with someone or something. This is like fulfillment. This is, I've tried everything alone. And I almost feel like for you, it's giving like universe guides here, your guides saying, we've seen and we've witnessed you do everything alone, but it's like now you're done. You've completed a cycle of being alone, a cycle of having to walk again in the old shadows. It's like you don't walk back into that energy. Yes, obviously you may be witchy, you may be spiritual, you may walk a certain path, but to be spiritual doesn't mean anymore that you need to complete and continue the old energy. You learn something, you alchemize, you move forwards, right? This is your energy. There is someone here grounded coming in, literally. The World card, the Ace of Swords. There is someone that is reaching out to you. Spring, summer. Okay, there are two energies and I will translate them. You have a masculine here, or a person, someone that is very grounded, very spiritual, that is coming in spring to summer 2026. For others of you, I want you to think summertime, but also sometimes summer can be like a late August, right? So there is something here happening, and you know what? Who am I to sit here and tell you it's going to happen? You're going to feel it. You're going to know when it's time. Some of you won't know exactly, but you'll feel something is about to happen, right? Because this is almost surprise energy. There is something coming through the doorway. Someone that is going to really teach you co-creation. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be a romantic partnership. It could be the right person that you're meant to meet, okay? The person that helps you fill your cup deeper. Not just with yourself, it could even be a mentor here. Someone who is very spiritually aligned, sees things as you do, okay? They mirror your energy completely. They help you break through this next doorway. They bring you to the right energy in the right room. Doesn't always mean romantic. It could be career orientated, but I do feel it's more deeply spiritual. This could even be a new guide that presents themselves, okay? Someone in the mountains, someone that really understands knowledge, air energy I'm getting, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or maybe during those seasons. But there is something here that's going to give you a massive breakthrough. For others of you, there is a new sense of achievement coming in here, okay? Exactly same timing, just different energy. This is you being able to up level your mind to be able to break through the next doorway. You see, a lot of your power comes from your knowledge. 2026 is literally asking you, do not just move with wisdom, move with knowledge. There is like a serious breakthrough happening, okay? This is also throat chakra energy. This is like connectivity from throat to mind. This is like a powerful awakening, and your power truly lies in you being able to break old boxes, old containers of who you thought you had to be. There is something here around not just using your tools, right? But there is a sense of groundedness and peace. And I think what it is that for a long time, you've held this weight of having to do things alone, right? Having to be the one to show up and have no one else show up for you. This is self-support, right? Understanding how you can better support yourself in 2026. This is where your power lies, right? But it also goes back to the people and communities. Something is going to catapult you. Career, a new energy. It could even be something you're totally unexpecting here. This doorway just brings magnetism. It brings a new version of you. It brings an identity that you have yet to unlock spiritually. But it's really going to help you feel connected to your own sense of self, and it's actually going to unlock, is what I'm seeing, a lot of sexual energy too. You see the magnetism here. You see the, like, I offer something to the world, like I am valuable. It's like this deeply intimate relationship with yourself where for the first time you feel such a deep connection to breakthrough that you can actually break through, whether it's you wanting to accomplish something in career, right? Or even your own personal fulfillments that you didn't even know you had. There is something here deeply igniting about this Five of Wands. And you know what? Now it doesn't even feel so like you need to be disregarded. And this is literally it. What did I say in the beginning? You are going from the mindset of shedding to the mindset of breakthrough, right? You are going from being that person that has to walk in the shadows, that has to heal, that has to shed themselves, and you quite literally are walking into this like alchemy, like I own the shadows, not just like from a healing perspective, but from I literally break through just from my mind. Your mind is becoming the breakthrough. Your energy is becoming magnetizing just from your literal presence. Your throat chakra is going to open up, okay? This is less about what you do and more about how you start to connect with yourself. And this is 2026 for you. Your sexual power, your power as a whole lies in your connectivity within yourself. Because it's the moment you take yourself from old to new that you break through presence. We have financial opportunities here. We even have Six of Wands that is popping out. True magnetism doesn't come anymore from you putting yourself through initiation of healing. It comes from you being able to see the old container and break through anyway. Some of you, it means letting go of having to be the one to set it on fire as a whole. It's like I no longer abandon myself when this happens, when conflict happens, or when there is like something that clearly needs to be broken. It's like you are moving from survival to I walk, I embody, right? There is no more of this old outdated mindset. But the biggest thing that is shedding within your power is this energy of loneliness, this energy of, even though like you may feel in your power, deep within there is this deep sense of lack, whether it's like from people, whether it's from intimacy, whether it's from being able to truly 10x and achieve in your life. There is a new sense of achievement coming in, and money is flowing in, not just wealth and worth within, right? Because I know we're tired of hearing that, but the true worth comes from you being able to take what is yours, right? I love and appreciate you, pile one. Pile two, let's go ahead and get started on your reading. So the first thing I'm having a vision of, right, is like a room, mirrors. I'm seeing like a very dark room with a mirror. You inside of it, I'm seeing a water dripping down, okay? Almost like the room is like slowly flooding itself, right? I'm hearing self-purgatory. So the way that you have once inflicted energy within you. No more inflicting energy within you. Let's see. Pile two, your 2026. How to really alchemize your power here. This is, I don't want to just say self-worth, right? But there is some sense of self-worth here. Some sense of like deep, some sense of deep need to crack something. I'm seeing a broken mirror and you looking within it. So this is like self-inflicted pain from pain that you didn't inflict. Does that make sense? So it's like, I see trauma, firstly, that happens to you. But then it's like that energy gets taken, it gets swallowed through your throat, okay? Swallowed through your heart, through your mind. It blocks your real upper chakras here, okay? And it's like you self-inflict it. So it may come through insecurities. It may come through like really holding yourself back. It may come through like having to have other people's projections onto you, okay? And I feel like your power is in how you uphold yourself now. This is like integrity. This is deep passion I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a rose that just has had like all these barriers, these guards around it for such a long time, and it's like finally the rose starts to bleed, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing like horror films, right? There is a horror film, right, where the Mother Mary statue starts bleeding out and they say it's like demonic or whatever. But I'm seeing that energy. I'm seeing this self-inflicted pain, right? And I truly feel like I'm even asking myself, why is this coming up for 2026? But your power for 2026, your energy is within not only just alchemizing this energy, right? You have a serious badass power that goes into occultism, that goes into like being able to truly master yourself, like using pain. I'm seeing like Death Eater energy, like a very like darker energy, like blood red, like pain that just bleeds itself out, but also has like so much power in it. And I truly just feel like there are two coins here. One, I don't want to say that you're moving into more healing, right? But it's like this pain that you carry within, and then secondly, this pain that you use to like seriously create some serious magnetic power. I'm even seeing like Stranger Things, you know, when that red cloud comes about, I'm seeing like you seriously harness some freaking good energy, right? I see like huge Lilith energy here, just so like truly magnetic. I almost had like a deja vu vision there, where it's like I just saw like a field of red and I just see like this red storm appearing. And it's like you have the power here in 2026 to honestly conjure energy, to conjure from not only your pain, but from the embodiment that pain brings, right? Because when you go through something that deep, when you've gone through some serious dark trauma, or you felt so dark limiting thoughts, you've always been in that dark vibration, comes some serious power when you start to magnetize it. Okay, I'm even seeing some of you are going to start financially creating something that is going to help you alchemize it into money. Like your pain is here to be profited off, right? But not from other people, from you. Like you hold this energy. I'm seeing 2026, you're about to create a business, you're about to create a center portal for your energy. And even if you don't do it physically, I want you to know your energy is about to freaking magnetize that, okay? And you know what? I don't even feel just sexual energy here. Your sexual energy is more empowerment. It's groundbreaking. It is literally so needed in this world. You are so needed in this world. That is coming up. Like your energy is about to be like seriously out of this world when you choose to really luck. 5 of Wands came out for the second time. When you choose to really create from that, when you choose to look at it, right? But first comes the slightly uncomfortable part. First comes the need to heal yourself. And I don't feel like your healing is do more shadow work. I truly don't believe your healing is sit there and just feel. I mean, it is, you do have to feel, you do have to do shadow work, right? But that is not what I feel. I feel it's this energy of witness. What comes up for you is do not change what you've been through. Do not change, witness it. Witness it through feelings, through anger, through alchemy. Do not try to find the key that is going to help you move out of it, right? Not that you shouldn't move out of it, but it's more like you're no longer the one in the center burning yourself out, right? You're no longer the one on the battlefield being the one that has to survive through it, okay? We want the end of survival for you, right? We want truth unlocked within you. High Priestess energy. right? Literally, Two of Pentacles. You are supposed to alchemize from this. And it truly is deeply magnetic. It truly is like taking one like bad energy that has happened to you and creating from it. I'm seeing almost like a force field. I honestly get superhero villain for you, right? You know when like in films and in movies there's a big battle happening, I'm getting Avengers, right? It's like they get something thrown at them, an arrow, and then that person's able to like literally like force field it away. This is going to be your power. It is time in 2026. It is time for you to protect your power, because this is it. You are no longer just healing from your pain, right? You're no longer just being the one to abandon yourself every time it comes around. You're learning to throw the fucking arrow back, right? You're learning to truly create your own portal energy and protect yourself, protect your magic. And this is why I say some of you will go on to alchemize, to create something from this, because there is a deep power in embodying this priestess energy, right? Or this priesthood. There's a deep power in learning from yourself. 2026 is not about what you're going to gain, what's going to happen at what time. This is about you are 2026. You are the energy. The energy is going to literally be around you in a red cloud. And that doesn't mean bad things are going to happen. That doesn't mean that you're never going to move forwards. That doesn't mean you're going to be stuck in healing. But it's about the same thing's going to keep happening until you wake up. And the succubus tarot, right, if we think of sleep, okay, sleep demons, demons of power, this is really about like you needing to wake up. The moment that you wake up and you stop allowing things to happen in your life, whether it's through boundaries, whether it's through exiting the battlefield and saying, no, like I'm not building that anymore. I'm not going to be the one that sits in that trauma and just has to heal, has to deal with it, has to cry about it. Okay? I'm the one that's going to create from it, because I hold my legacy. The moment you stop holding everyone else's energy, what they've inflicted onto you, and you start seeing this blood pouring out as a gift, as an empowerment, as intimacy, you are truly going to up level. No one's going to be able to take from you again. No one's going to be able to put you through that again. But I have to be honest, only you have the power to rise here. Only you have the power to create from this. And 2026 is not just about how you heal. It's about, are you going to wake up and create from it? Are you going to allow one thing to dictate the rest of your life? So this may come through things like obstacles, petty energy, being thrown on your path. But are you going to let that dictate you? Are you going to allow that to literally stop you from having the best year ever? The moment that you wake up in 2026, the moment that you truly just ignite, you are going to move forwards. Your 2026 is about how you uphold yourself. You may even go on to initiate into a priestess energy. Maybe an initiation is being called to you with dark feminine energy. The feminine energy is so clear on a declaration to self, and not just feminines, everyone with feminine energy. Declaration to self is going to be key. And you're ahead of the game if you're seeing this, right? Because I feel like almost I'm hearing no one else has unlocked this energy yet. No one else has gotten this clear into it. November is going to literally hand you a new key to power. Power that you are literally going to be quite literally dancing on. It's going to give you legacy. Wealth. What did I say? Some of you are creating long-term wealth, but the energy right now really requires you to truly get in tune with your energy, which may mean having to understand what is truly holding you back at this time. What is keeping you in limbo? We have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck as well. Validation for other people, or needing people to dictate how you move, right? Especially if trauma is at the front of everything you do. It's like, I don't feel safe unless this, and this. It's like, it's time for you to take back your power, right? I even feel the Chariot here. Persephone energy in the underworld, okay? November, the underworld is going to bring greater power and greater movement. greater leadership of your own energy. I do also see another Greek goddess here around the chariot, but I can't exactly remember the name, but it is coming through. I am seeing someone that rides on a chariot. I'm pretty sure it's either Greek or Roman myth. I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure she gets painted as a villain. But either way, like, I feel like you have been painted yourself as a villain. Like, you've not only been painted by a villain to be a villain, but you've painted yourself as one, right? But it's not about you exiting villain energy, right? It's about you withholding who you are. Around this time, there is going to be something politically that is happening in the world that is going to be very big, and it's going to mirror you being able to take control. I see a feminine energy coming into leadership all of a sudden, or I see there is some sort of burning that is happening around you. I'm seeing when you come into this power in 2026. Something is burning. It won't just be internally, it'll be externally as well. There'll be a big worldwide shift in a city here. There'll be something that it will require another feminine to stand and lead up. Of course, that could be you, but it also may not be you, right? But it's going to mirror you taking control over your own energy. You're going to move around this time as well. Or it's going to require you to move. Something is going to happen that is going to quite literally crack the ground open. And I'm seeing, especially if you're a witch, there are so many dark feminine energies that will rise 2026 in November time, okay? October to November. There is a deep shift to the point where it's like the veil is so fucking thin. Whatever you move through, there will be dark goddesses around you, right? Collectively, for all of us. There is going to be something so magnificent, so needed, a calling, a feminine movement, a feminine rising. There is going to be even like a complete stripping, and it's going to land you on top. But the difference is you're not going to be the one that needs saving this time. You're the one leading the way, because you are no longer walking through 2026 as the one to heal. You're awakening, okay? You are strengthening your psychic gifts, your power, okay? Not just feminine energy, but in terms of just who you are, your identity. It's like, I almost see like people are almost expecting a phase from you. They're expecting a phase. Oh, this is another phase. This is another this, right? Projection, projection, projection. Maybe there are even people in 2026 that are already hoping that you have a downfall, but it's just not going to work out that way, okay? Because the feminine energy, dark feminine energy, not only through your energy, your own personal energy, but through the world, is coming out in 2026. There are going to be like so many people that feel this, that go through this. This is going to be a collective shift, something that truly shifts humanity, but it's also going to shift you. It's going to put you into bigger rooms, right? It's going to help you see how powerful you truly are. I'm seeing people all around, but it's like you're no longer this villain, right? You're no longer the Six of Wands. There has been a deep fear here that if you put yourself this far out in the open, you'll be exposed. And this goes back to trauma. This goes back to how you're feeling now. There's something within you that tells you, like, I have to be safe. I have to be careful. I have to build small systems, light small fires. In a past life, you are someone that really worked through villages, okay? So you may be used to working through smaller communities or building something here and there, but you always got in trouble for your voice. You always got in trouble for your power. But 2026 is saying break the whole fucking system. I move bigger. I'm going to the big city. Some of you are moving into a city, okay? It's like unapologetically being seen. This is powerful. I love and appreciate you, pole 2. Pile 3, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So, first of all, there is an identity shift happening. There are old projections around you right now at this particular time. Not that are coming in as an attack, but more coming in to teach you about your own sense of self, okay? Let's see, what is your energy for 2026? I see the fish with the light from Nemo, okay? I can't remember what that's called, right? But it floats up to the ocean when it's about to die. I'm seeing, like I'm hearing, I see a light, okay? Dory energy. You create the light in the dark tunnel, right? The second that you start realizing that in 2026 you are quite literally the shit, okay? You are the one people are waiting for, and you show up unapologetically, you show up raw, you show up in your own vision. Things are going to move a lot quicker for you, okay? The moment that you realize, like, people aren't waiting for more energy, more guidance, more having to just like create. People just want truth, people just want realness, people need realness, they need a breakthrough, and you are someone that is ready to harness breakthroughs, okay? I see this, like, some of you maybe want to be content creators, okay? Or you want to be someone who is a somebody, Shark Tale, right? I want to live where the somebodies live. 2026 is literally just saying, like, it's time for you to be the light. It's time for you to see yourself in a new way. This may even be similar to pile 1, so maybe you're drawn to pile 1. Let's see what we have here. Page of Wands. You're moving into some very, like, rebellious, dark energy. Not dark as in, like, bad, but, like, as in ignite, right? You ignite something. You are here to ignite people, to ignite energy, to bring fire into this world when everyone is just drowning in water, right? You're here to set things alight when people are not seeing the truth. And I feel like your work is becoming very well known, or that you are just becoming someone that is very daring. People are noticing your magnetism. But for you, I just feel like there is something here about wanting, okay? Like wanting to be seen, wanting to be felt, right? It's like you in 2026, let me tell you, you don't want basic. You do not want basic energy in 2026. Whether you're a content creator, whether you are someone who just wants to create, you want to magnetize, you want to move, you want to be daring, like, you just need a breakthrough. You need change. You want change, you want flow, you want your era of just being the best version of yourself and not caring what anyone else thinks, right? You want to be the magician. You want to just move through different energies, feel free, feel fun. Some of you want to date around a little bit, right? But there is something within you here that is a little bit scarred around your younger energies, younger teens, younger child, like your inner child. There is something around you that just feels this loss of light. And it comes from trauma. It comes from, firstly, people stealing off of your light. Like, I feel like you always were such a bright person, and they stole from your light. They stole from your magic, from your tricks, right? And it's like, a lot of the times you do something and then people suddenly just like start opening up to that energy, and you're like, why are you siphoning off me? Why are you copying me? But there is something here around your magician energy that just wants to declare, that wants to reclaim, that wants to break free and just be unapologetically you. And I feel like what's holding you back here is putting yourself into continuous loops of isolation, having to sit with yourself in 2026 and be like, okay, what is next? Or like, what do I really want? Like, I just feel like the energy is not asking you to just rush, but it's not asking you to slow down. I feel like there is a lot of your past that is getting in the way, because in 2026 you're supposed to create something, okay? You're supposed to set something on fire. You're the ignition, okay? You're the lucky penny when everyone feels like nothing's going their way. You are a very big achiever though, but I just feel like you are, wow, okay, right now you're lighting a fire in the old box. You're lighting a fire in old energy that doesn't serve you, and you need to break a curse. You need to move, okay? You need to kind of take that box, break out of it. And with that Two of Pentacles, you need to like set something on fire to be able to create the ignition. You're scared to be daring. Not because you're not a daring person and you don't take risks. Because you were burned so bad in the past that you can't help but feel like the clown. You can't help but feel like the jester, the one that is always like being made to feel like they are here to perform. And you're about to create your biggest trick yet, your biggest magician show yet. But it's not to perform. It's to break an old curse that says that in 2026, you can't have fun. In 2026, you can't have everything that you want. In 2026, you can't create money from what you love. And I think that you, for such a long time, year after year, you have created the same energy, and it's almost as if you are being pushed to the edge with this Page of Wands. You're being asked to look within, okay? Because there is a block here within you that doesn't want to declare more. And I feel like in 2026, you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to create so much, right? So much fire, so much light. But there is one thing creating it outside of yourself. But if you don't create it within, you're quickly going to get bored and unfulfilled. And you're going to end up in this box. Because the greatest trick here isn't about what you receive, what you move to do in 2026. It's how you makes you feel, right? I don't know if there has been a bit of walking someone else's path here, right? But it's almost as if you need to be able to walk your own. You're gonna, wow, you haven't even tapped into the best energy of you yet. Let me just tell you that. You haven't even reached your full evolution yet. There is still more to come. Right now, I feel like you're in quite a good place, but I feel like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for more. In 2026, you're only going to get more when you move. You're only going to get more when you declare you want more, right? There is something about this freedom that wants to come within you. And with the fire horse energy that brings, that bursts to life in 2026, you're going to be making a very big, courageous move. And I feel like in 2026, you don't even know what the box is yet, right? It's like how do I explain this? In 2026, you're moving in freedom. You're moving in courageous energy. You are birthing to light new energy. You are the magician. You are creating. You are alchemizing. You are creating some serious wealth. There are so many options coming towards you. But the greatest trick here is that you're going to realize you're still in a freaking box. And I feel like it could come again about the end of the year, around like the underworld phase. Like there may even be like a sort of glitch in the simulation around summertime as well. Springtime, summertime. I'm feeling mid-June something. There's something here about you realizing you haven't even scratched the surface. You're gonna feel like you're in completion. Like life is gonna be good. The bad energy that you felt year after year is not gonna follow you anymore, right? Because your mindset has like expanded. You have gone through all the healing, right? That there are going to be moments that you need to kind of sit with yourself. Of course, you're human. You may even have to revisit some old energy. But the greatest trick here for you is that you're going to realize, like, I don't want to say it was all for nothing, but you're going to realize like that isn't even your greatest dream and accomplishment, right? So what I'm trying to say is that in 2026, do not enclose yourself into boxes. Be free, okay? The clown is always creating new tricks. I don't know if you've seen some movies with clowns in, but it's like if they can't trick you the first time, they'll try and figure out new tricks, and it won't always be the most obvious way. Sometimes it will be like when you're least expecting it, right? I'm not talking Art the Clown scary vibes though, but you never know. I just feel like you're going to like create your house of cards and light it up, but it's going to bring you like so much more, because like the money for you does not come from what you build, what you stabilize, right? In 2026, it comes from the ashes that you burn, the curses that you break, the way that you are willing to walk in a crowd, look stupid, like be able to say what needs to be said, to move into the rooms that you need to move into. And that is the freedom that truly is going to ignite you and help you move forwards. It isn't the healing, it isn't the destruction, it isn't having to keep walking in the same cycle. Your power in 2026 is how you rise from each occasion, okay? You are moving in your Phoenix Rising energy, okay? If you want to be a part of the Phoenix Chambers, you know where to find me, link in the description, because my community is the Phoenix Rising, right? This channel is Phoenix Rising. You're going to realize the freedom and the power that you have to destroy, because it's in that destruction that you truly create and bring your true self to life. And I feel like your inner child is almost realizing, I don't want the big thing. I want the fun. I want the magic. I want to feel connected. And it's almost as if like in 2026, you do get the big thing. You do get the house of cards, but it's just not enough. You have this, again, this impulse to burn it all down. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's that you have to stop burning. I think that you're realizing you don't have to keep burning yourself anymore. That is the biggest take from 2025 to 2026 for you. But 2026, your true power gets harnessed when you realize like the fun in the creation that you have, the magic that you have, the way that you're able to rebuild something so quickly from nothing. It is the energy that comes your dream, your creation. And it's like you may be done creating for right now, or in 2026 you may create something that alchemizes wealth, that brings you the life that you want. But what brings you freedom is the travel. What brings you freedom is planning of the trip. It's that in-between state. You walk in the in-between. And I feel like my biggest energy for you is your power does not come from the option that you have. It's the crossroads in between that you walk. I love and appreciate you, Pole 3. I will see you in the next one.